Hi folks, it's Helen Rosenzweig here from Impressence Web Studios. We're talking blogs today. The first thing I want to talk about is what is a blog? So a blog, you're probably thinking back to the days when people used to, and they still do I guess, but primarily before writing about their life experiences or writing about a particular topic on like blogger.com or something like that. So blogs, yes, that's a blog. Blogs are basically articles, and that's the myth I guess I want to bust today. Blogs are not blogs. They're still in use today, but you don't have to call them blogs. And most of the time they're not. They're quite often called articles or content. They tend to be more of something that's regularly updated and regularly added to. That's typically what blogs were about, but that doesn't have to be the case today. And certainly if you are going to blog, writing articles or writing content, you don't have to think about it in terms of I need to write every day or every week or something like that. We will talk about that in another video about how often you should blog if you are doing it. But for just today, for this video, I just wanted to talk about what are blogs. And yes, they are still being used, but most of the time they're not called blogs. So anytime you go to a website and they have a list of articles, say parenting articles. So I'm just thinking of I can't think of it right now. Some of those parenting blogs that are parenting sites that are quite famous, they have articles. They're essentially blogs, and quite often they have multiple authors. So they have lots of people contributing to these blogs, but we generally call them articles now. So you might have a parenting site that has blog posts or articles. One person might be writing about single parenting. Another one might be writing about teenagers, or they, mixing it all up. But they're regularly producing content about a particular topic. So that's what your traditional idea is of a blog. It's just that we don't usually call them blogs so much anymore in terms of, so they're usually topic based like that, more so than just blurting out thoughts, which I think is what we typically think of when we talk about, when we mention the word blog. I think that's what we're typically thinking about, is when people were just putting down their thoughts. And sure, there's still a space for all of that. There's just more structure around blogs today and more strategy around blogs today, and a purpose behind blogs instead of just sort of random things in most cases. So that's really what blogs are. So yes, they are definitely still used. Any site that you're reading that regularly posts content that you might be reading or you see on social media or whatever, that they're sharing it there, they're still blogs. We just tend to not call them that. So they're articles. So that's really short. That's blogs. In the next videos, I'm going to talk more about blogs. We'll explore these more in depth, including reasons why to have a blog. So hop over to the next video and we'll continue the conversation.